Welcome back to Expand the Visual. I'm Jordan Taylor, and this is normally where I tell you I'm the author of How to Wash Your Brain, which is a great book, but I've written a second great book, and that's kind of what we're going to get into today. It's called Total Attention Magic, and in the description of this video you can find the link, and also I'll remind you at the end of how you can get your copy. It's available not only as an ebook, but also as an audiobook. So, what is Total Attention Magic? It's a book I wrote because I saw a lot of messed up things happening to kids with ADD and ADHD. So being someone who has ADHD myself and having lived this journey where I grew up from being a kid diagnosed with it and medicated to having successes and struggles as an adult and finally coming out into becoming the person I want to be, I just knew that I could take that experience and make a guide for parents. So I'm also going to make like a series of lessons for parents that can help you rethink ADHD and ADD so you can free your kids from the mental stranglehold that it has them in. So the first thing I want to talk about is, hey, let's just jump right into it, medication. Okay. Now this will be very brief, but I want you to understand that we live in pill cultures, and I strongly believe that in the future, the distant future, hundreds of years, we're going to look back on the 2000s and the 1980s, 1990s, that time. We're going to look back on that as this time of pill popping, and a few hundred years from now, that pill popping is going to look to our society the same way that we look back and see like bloodletting and the use of leeches and things like that and casting out demons and witchcraft. We're going to look back and think the people who were doing all that pill popping, they were just as crazy as those people that were burning witches at the stake. Now, why do I say that? Well, because a pill is not a precision instrument. So I have a metaphor for you to understand what I mean by this. So let's say you're in a hostage situation, okay? And there's a group of terrorists that have these hostages, and you have two options, right? You can take them out in a very precision way. That would be like a sniper, where a sniper has a scope and a crosshairs and gets it right on those terrorists and bam, good, no hostages are harmed, right? That's very precise. Or you have the option of taking a grenade and lobbing it over at the group, and you're going to kill the terrorist. You're probably going to kill a couple hostages, but maybe you save a few too. Not precise, right? A grenade is not precise. Well, I think the problem with pills is that people think that they're precision instruments. They're not. You're taking them like a grenade and you're throwing it at the brain. And when it hits the brain, yeah, it's going to do that one thing that you wanted, the positive outcome, but there are also all sorts of side effects, unintended consequences, collateral damage that come from pills. And it's not always obvious because the side effects are not heavily advertised. It's just that one positive benefit that's advertised. So doctors make you think that a pill is like a sniper, right? You take it and it does this one thing, boom, you're good to go. Pills are not like that. They're chemical grenades. You throw them into the mind, you throw them into the body, and sure, they're going to do that one thing that the doctor said they were, but look up any pill and it has a laundry list of side effects. You never get educated about how severe those side effects are, what they'll do in the long term, especially to a child who has a developing mind, okay? So it's being built, their mind, and you're throwing grenades into this thing that's being built. All right, well, I hope that helped you expand your visual about what medication does. Now, if you choose to use it, maybe the outcome, the positive side effects are worth more to you than the negative side effects. But in a lot of times, you probably haven't evaluated the negative side effects and given them the due that they deserve because you haven't been thinking of pills as chemical grenades, and that's what they are. So if you'd like to learn more about how to change your mindset about ADD and ADHD, just look in the description of this video. There is a link that will take you, and you're going to learn all sorts of new stuff about ADHD and get a great deal. You'll get a great deal on all sorts of resources that can help you. Just trust me, click the link. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, well, thanks for joining, and check out the rest of my videos and they'll help you as well.